Howdy, this is Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me for this expert killer Sudoku that I do on my iPad. I'm going to go through the rules of Sudoku, then I'm going to show you how the cages take it from from a Sudoku to a killer Sudoku. I'll show you a little bit of a helping hand that I use to solve the puzzle, and then we'll get on to solving it. There are 9 columns, 9 rows, and 9 boxes in the Sudoku. Each of the rows, columns, and boxes, we need to have a unique number 1 through 9. I like to think about it from a point of view for each row, column, and box, I've got to find that intersection point for each number. Now, what I'm also going to say is where the killer Sudoku comes in, and there's these cages. And what the cages are is a dotted line around a number of cells in the Sudoku page. Now, with those cages, there'll be a number in the left hand corner. What we do with those is we basically look at those and sort of say, well, whatever that number is, that's what we've got to add up to in the dotted line or the cage. Now, the only other thing is we cannot have a number that is the same. So say, for example, this 16, I wouldn't break the rules of Sudoku if I said that was a 4, that was a 4, and that was an 8. The problem is that it breaks the rules of the cage where it's got to be a unique number. Anyhow, that's enough for that. The only other thing I will say is that 1 through 9 added together, so what you need in every row, column and box, added up to 45, and that comes in handy. And I'll show you that here. So why that comes in handy is, say this is a full cage, this is a full cage, this is a full cage, and then there's a number here. If I added these up, which is 12, 29, 39, I am now 6 short of 45, which is at numbers. So this cell here, which is what I call a rogue one, is a 6. To get to 9, this has to be a 3. 6 from 9 is 3. So that comes in really helpful. Like you can see here, this has actually carried this over. So before I had 3 full cages and 2 numbers, but now I've brought this number in, I can add this up. 14 plus 14 is 28, 31, 40. So this to get to 45 is 5, leaving this 8 to be a 3. And guess what? We've got the same thing that's happened here. So 3, 14, 20, 39. So this is a 6. How do we get to 14 from 6? It's got to be an 8. All right, so that's where it comes to in terms of helping that. So let's get into this puzzle now and keep going. I think there's been enough explanation. We're about 3 minutes in and we should get into the solving. All right, so single cages are pretty easy, just a single number, whatever's at the top there. So 6 is there. All right, so what's interesting to me is I've actually got a spare cage here. So 6 plus 18 is 24, 32, 40. So this is going to be adding up to 5 to get to 45. Now 10, these two numbers have to be adding up to 5 because 5 from 10 is 5. Now this can be 1 and 4 or 2 and 3, I don't know. What's interesting to me here is this 14 can be 9 and 5, but that 5's there, or 8 and 6. So 6 comes across here, so this is a 6 here, leaving this to be an 8. 6 is going to come down here, 6 is going to come down here. 3 can only have 1 and 2, so it can't be a 6, so that must be the 6 there. Okay, so what else have we got? We have nothing else that's standing out. So 3 and 6 means that this is either going to be 9 and 2 or 7 and 4. So 8 comes across here, can't be in the 6, so 8's going to be up here. That means 8's going to be down the bottom here. When I take 8, that also becomes a 11. So this here, because of the 5 and 6 and the 1, this has to be 1 and 5. So 5 can't be there. So this is a 5, leaving this to be a 1. So let me explain this. Once I had the 8 there, so 1 can't be in this 19, because if I do 1, it's going to have 18 left, which is 9 and 9, or 8 and 10, which don't match up to the Sudoku numbers. 1 can't be in here, because this can't be 1 and 10, so 1 always had to be here. This 5 comes across here, so that's why it's a 5. All right, so 5 is going to be one of these down here. 5, 6, so this is 1 and 7 here, meaning this is 7 and 4. Excuse me, 7 and 4 there. Okay, so this is going to be 8, 9 and 2. 5, 5 and 4 can't be there. 6 and 3 can't be there. 8 and 1. So this is 2 and 7, meaning 2 can't be here. Excuse me, so that's a 2 there, and 7 can't be here, which had to be the 7, 4, so this is a 7 here. So this is going to be a 4, and this is going to be 8, 9, but 8 can't be there, so 8's there, leaving this to be the 9. Alright, so because now I've got all of this, I've got all of these numbers, plus a couple of cages and a spare one. So 9, 17, let's do that, 11, 14 is 25, plus 8 is 33, plus 8 is 41, so this is going to be a 4 here. Okay. This is 1 and 7 here, because 7 comes down here, 7 comes up here, so 1, 7 there. 1 can't be there, so 1's going to be one of these two. This is 3 and 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 6, so this is 3 and 7, but I can't tell you any more than that. So 3 and 7 out, 6 is out. This can be 9 and 4 or 8 and 5. Now 8 and 5 comes down here, so this is 8 and 5 here, meaning this is 9 and 4. So if this is 9 and 4, this has to be 2 and 3. Which means that has to be a 1. So let me call this out. So 1 is coming down here, so 1's going to be one of these. Now because this is 9 and 4, 1 can't be there with the 4, it's got to be 2 and 3, so this has to be a 1 here, leaving this to be a 7. Okay, so 7 and 5 is out of here. This is 2 and 3, so 3 and 9, so 9 is going to be one of these two. This is going to be 4 and 8. 4 and 8, can't tell you. 9 and a 5. So 5 can't be here, 5 can't be here, 5 can't be here. So this is a 5 here, meaning this is a 9. Alright, 2 and 3, 8 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we do have is 8 can't, where's the 8? Here. So 8 can't be here. So 8's going to be one of these two. That makes sense. But 8 can't be here, so 8 has to be there, leaving this to be a 4. Which makes sense, because I said that was 9 and 4. 4 comes up here, 4 comes across here, so this is a 4 here. Remember, this was 2 and 7. 7 comes up here, so this is a 7, leaving this to be a 2. Alright, 7 comes across here, 7 comes across here. It'll have to be 3 and 7, but the 3 can't be there, so this is going to be a 7 here. 1, 3, 4, so this is 2 and 8. This is 1 and 9, so 1 comes across here, so this is a 1, leaving this to be a 9. 9 comes across here, if 9 was there, that'd have to be 1 and 2, 2 can't be there, so this is going to be a 9, leaving this to be a 1 to get to 17. 2 and 8, and this is going to be a 3, 4 and 5, 4 can't be here, so that's a 4 there, and 3 and 5's there, 2 and 8's there, 2 and 3, 4, 7, 7, 1, still don't know 7, 1 there, still don't know 3 and 5 there, 1 and 2, 8 and 5, where's the 7? 7 can't be here, 7 and 3 works, so that actually works there. In fact, I know that's 3 and 2, so 3 comes down here, 3 comes down here, 3 and 10 doesn't work, so this is a 3, leaving this to be a 7. 9 and 6 is 15, how much do I need to get to 16? 1. Okay, so this has got to add up to 11. 4 and 7's out, 6 and 5's out, 3 and 8's out, so it's 2 and 9. But 2 and 9 could be anywhere, so I don't know where that 2 and 9 is. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. So 8 and 1 works. No, it doesn't. So this has got to be an 8, which is interesting. That's got to be 1 and 2. That's got to be an 8. Oh, that's, sorry. I moved that. That should have been an 8 there. That's a silly mistake. And this here 2 and 9 has to be a 5, because 5 is there, would be a 6, and that doesn't work. So that's a 5, leaving this to be a 4. Sorry about the mistake. 1 comes up here, so this is a 1 here, leaving this to be a 2. You see my reaction? Oh, it's all shuttered and everything like that. Not great. 2 comes up here. 2 comes across here, so this is a 2 here. Get to 10, it's an 8. 8 comes across here. 8 comes across here, so this is an 8 here. So this is going to be 9 and 5. 5 can't be there, so this is going to be a 5 because the 8 and 6 is out. So this is a 9 here. 9 comes across here. 9 comes across here. Can't be there, so that's a 9 there. That leaves me with 9 to go. This is 1 and 7, so this has got to be 2, 3, 4. 2 can't be here, so 2 is there. 3 and 4 still work. Okay. 1, 17, 17 and 9. So this has always been there, just haven't seen it. 34, 43, 2. Alright, 2 comes across here. 2 and 1's got to be these numbers, but 2 can't be there. So this is a 2, leaving this to be a 1. 8 and 5, 9 and 4. So 9 and 4. So 9, 4 comes down here. 4 comes across here. So this is a 4 here, leaving this to be a 9. 9 comes down here. So this is a 9 here. Still got 2 and 3. 2 comes across here, so this is a 2, leaving this to be a 3. Alright, 3 can't be there, 3 can't be there, so that's a 3 there. 2 can't be there, so that's a 2 there. And to get to 18, that has to be a 4. 1 and 7 are right here. Because of that 1, this can't be a 1, so it's a 7, leaving this to be a 1 here. 1 comes down here, 1 comes down here, 1 comes across here, 1 comes across here. Just wanted to show you that Sudoku still can be solved by the means of just doing that in these puzzles. This has become 3 and 9 because 4 and 8 are there and 5 and 7. So 3 and 9, 9 can't be there, so this is going to be a 9, leaving this to be a 3. 9 is going to be up here, 9 can't be there, so this is a 9, leaving this to get to 15 by a 2. 3 comes across here, remember this is 3 and 5, right? 3 comes across here, so this is a 3, leaving this to be a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 can't be there, so this is a 6. 7, 8, so this is an 8 here. 5 can't be here, so this has got to be a 5, leaving this to be an 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That adds up to 9, so how far is 9 short of 15? 6. Alright, so this is still 3 and 5 up here. 5 can't be there, so that's got to be a 5 there, leaving this to be a 3. 3 comes across here, 3 comes up here, so this is a 3 here. That adds up to 11. To get to 17, it must be a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 can't be there, so that's a 4. That adds up to 9. 9 from 16 is 7. Alright, so we did that in 13 minutes. We had a chat about things and all that sort of stuff for around about 2 or 3 minutes, so pretty good time. What annoyed me was the mistake where I was showing you the 1 and 2 and then didn't highlight it back to where the 8 should have gone. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. Until next time, bye for now.